Most employees assume PAYE is something HR handles invisibly. But if your tax code is wrong, you are the one who ends up owing HMRC money, not HR, you. Here is what PAYE actually is, and why it is not as automatic as it may seem. PAYE stands for Pay As You Earn. It is HMRC's system for collecting income tax and national insurance directly from your wages before the money reaches your bank. Your employer runs the calculation, deducts the right amounts, and passes them to HMRC on your behalf. For most employees, this removes the need to manage tax payments yourself. The mechanism that drives every PAYE deduction is your tax code. HMRC assigns one to every employee, and it tells your employer how much of your income is tax-free before deductions start kicking in. The most common code is 1257L, which reflects the standard personal allowance. According to Money Helper, for the 26-27 tax year, that allowance is £12,570. And above that threshold, income tax applies in bands. Your employer does not decide your tax code, and HMRC can get the code wrong, and that means every single payslip deducts the wrong amount. Which brings us to the problem most people never see coming. PAYE does not self-correct in real time. It stays wrong until someone fixes it. And some common triggers could be starting a new job without a P45, taking on a second income, or a change in your personal allowance entitlement. You could be overtaxed on every payslip for months before HMRC catches up and adjusts. Now, HMRC will eventually recalculate and catch up, and if you owe tax, they will collect it by adjusting your code in the following year. PAYE works cleanly for one employer, one income, and straightforward employment. If you step outside that, then the standard rules may not apply to you. If you're self-employed, you likely manage tax through self-assessment. If you have 2 jobs, you only get 1 personal allowance. And if you have rental income or investment returns above that personal allowance, you will likely need self-assessment on top of PAYE. Do not assume the standard setup covers your personal situation. If you're an employer, PAYE is a legal obligation, not some admin task you get to do after the first payslip. You must register for PAYE with HMRC before you run your first payroll. Registration can take up to 30 days to receive your reference number, so do it early. And once registered, every payroll run requires a full payment submission, known as an FPS, sent to HMRC on or before the payment date. This is Real-Time Information Reporting, or RTI. Miss a submission and HMRC issues an automatic penalty. The most common employer mistake is delaying registration until payroll is already running. So here's the practical step. Find your tax code on your payslip. It's usually a number followed by a letter, such as 1257L. If you've recently changed jobs or taken on extra income or started drawing a pension or had any change in your financial situation, then treat that code as wrong until you prove it's right. You can check and query your tax code directly on gov.uk or by contacting HMRC. If you think you've overpaid, HMRC will usually refund through an adjusted code. But if you've underpaid, it's better to know now than receive an unexpected bill later. PAYE is reliable, but only as accurate as the information HMRC holds about you. So there's 2 clear actions. If you're an employee, check your tax code on your next payslip and query it if you need to. If you're an employer, confirm your PAYE registration is in place and that your payroll software is submitting RTI on or before every payday. Both of these take minutes. If that was useful, subscribe for one clear answer to a real business question every time and get them delivered directly at 5minutebusiness.com.